Iran is supplying its partners with course-modifying war technology. A Bloomberg report by the Israeli columnist, Seth J. Franzman, said that Iran is supplying its proxies and partners in Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, and Palestine with increasingly sophisticated arms that allowed changing the course of the war in the Middle East. Franzman said as both sides, Israel and Hamas take stock amid a ceasefire, one data point will leap out at military planners throughout the Middle East. Hamas fired over 4,000 projectiles in 11 days of fighting. That is a huge increase in the rate of fire compared to the 2014 Gaza war, when Hamas fired 4,500 in 50 days. Just as alarming is the improved quality of Hamas' arsenal. In the latest conflict, it was able to lob projectiles much farther into Israel than before. Hamas also used so-called suicide drones which, unlike its rockets, can be directed at specific targets. This is part of a pattern developing across the region. Yemen's Houthi rebels have used increasingly sophisticated rockets and drones against Saudi Arabia, as have Shiite militias in Iraq, against U.S. forces. By far the largest, most advanced stockpile belongs to Lebanon's Hezbollah, which includes precision-guided missiles as well as rockets that may one day be launched from long-range drones. All these arsenals in the possession of non-state actors share a common origin, Iran. In recent years, the Islamic Republic has supplied these groups, key members of Tehran's region-wide network of proxies and partners, with tens of thousands of rockets and drones, as well as the technology to build them. In the process, it has fundamentally transformed warfare in the Middle East. The use of rockets and missiles in war used to be the province of states. Israelis recall the Scuds from Saddam Hussein's Iraq in 1991 because only they could afford and produce complex rocket components. Based primarily around Russian, Chinese and North Korean technology, missiles and rockets like the Scud, Grad and Katyusha proliferated around the world after their introduction in the middle of the last century. Iran was a major beneficiary, building an impressive rocket and ballistic missile program while under sanctions, even extending the range of some of its missiles to more than 1,000 kilometers. They also became more precise, after an American drone stoke killed the Iranian commander Qasem Soleimani at the start of 2020, the Islamic Republic retaliated by targeting a U.S. base in Iraq. Until recently, extremist and military groups didn't have long-range rockets. In 2001, when Hamas first began to use projectiles, known as Qassam rockets, these had a range of several kilometers. But Iranian assistance, delivered by the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, has been a game-changer. Hamas now regularly targets Tel Aviv, 66 kilometers from Gaza, and claims its Ayash missile can reach 250 kilometers. Israeli officials reckon Hamas now has some 15,000 rockets. Some were smuggled in from Iran, but most are Gaza-made, with Iranian know-how. Hezbollah is thought to have expanded its arsenal from around 15,000 rockets in 2006 to more than 130,000, despite Israeli attempts to interdict the IRGC's supply line through Syria. Iran-supplied components and devices have been found in missiles and drones fired into Saudi Arabia by Yemen's Houthis. The U.S. Navy has intercepted shipments of Iranian weapons destined for Yemen.